You were in the darkness. You kept going, trusting hope, light, which you believe you can see someday. You believe you can penetrate the rock of disappointment in front of you. You believe you can come out from this endless dark tunnel. You can work on such hard things because you trust your slight hope and do not stare at darkness around you. However, one day, what you have trusted has collapsed without even a noise. Your friends, family, your boss, and even your love, who you trusted the most, leaves you. You feel like they betray you. You cannot believe everything anymore. You have been betrayed too much and can no longer trust anything. You must hate everything in the world. You want to break them. You want to kill them. You would be disappointed in everything you had expectations for. The world which is still burning suffers you every night. Cannot sleep in their incredibly cold loneliness. You started learning English, but nobody told you what to do. No one to study with, no roadmap, just you, alone in your room, grabbing whatever study method you could find on social media, YouTube, but none of them successfully beat you up. You are still suffering from loneliness and untrustworthy noises from outside. That's exactly where I was 7 years ago. If that sounds familiar for you, this video was made for you. What's up guys, I'm Yusha Sato. I've been learning English for 7 years. Before we go anywhere, I want to ask you something. Have you ever experienced this kind of feeling before? You started this journey of studying English with full energy, maybe full of hope, and then slowly the reality of it slipped in. Nobody around you is doing the same thing. Your friends do not really get it. Your family might wonder if it's just a phase, and suddenly you are just there. Alone. I feel so lonely doing this. I can barely breathe. I cannot focus on my study every time I try. My mind just drifts. I still have anxiety about the future and all the things I don't know. You are absolutely 100% not alone. In this video, I'm going to tell you two stories. One of them is mine, and another is one of my old friends. My goal is to help you understand what this lonely phase of your English journey actually means, and what to do with it. A quick note about me. I've been learning English for 7 years. Then I hold an IELTS 6.5, which deserves to TOEIC 850 or more. And more importantly, I've been in exactly the kind of darkness you might be feeling now. I'm not talking about it from a distance. I'm talking about it because I actually experienced it. I hope you stick around the very end. Okay, let me tell you about a story which one of my friends has actually experienced. I want you to put yourself in his shoes. Imagine that this is your life. You failed your university entrance exams. The school you'd had your heart set on rejected you. Just like that, your path forward disappeared overnight. You become what we call Ronin. A student stuck in limbo year between high school and university, expected to spend a whole year studying, expected to repeat the same 1 year drama of studying in the same room, expected to re-enroll into their goal once you failed living at home with your parents. You signed up for an online prep school, and every single day you sat in his room, day after day, day after day, day after day, day after day, alone. Studying at a screen full of English grammar and vocabulary lists. No commute, no campus, no classmates to exchange a glance within a hallway. Just four walls, a desk, a chair, and the quiet hum of his laptop. It sounds manageable on paper, but if you've ever experienced the isolation, you know what it does to you. It starts small. First you lose your focus, then you lose motivation, and then slowly you start to lose faith. However, you had a dream. You wanted to go overseas. You didn't know where exactly, or how, or when. You closed your eyes and imagined yourself somewhere completely different, somewhere bright, somewhere alive. That is why you concentrated so hard on your English study, hoping to escape from this hell. The problem is that dreams are very hard to hold on to, where your self-discipline is crumbling. And that's what was happening. The anxiety about your future, The shame of having failed, the loneliness of sitting in complete isolation. They started eating away at you from their inside. You'd sit down to study English, and your mind would immediately drift to failure, to what everyone else was doing, to whether any of this actually mattered at all. He started to believe something was genuinely wrong with him. Here's what I told him when we talked. I want to say this directly to you, because you need to hear it. Everything that is falling on you right now, the isolation, the self-doubt, the anxiety about the future, the sense that the world has moved on without you, none of that is your fault. The world doesn't always hit you fairly. This world is not programmed so that you can get through every barrier like Super Mario. It's not designed only for you. There will be seasons of life where it feels like you are being knocked down by something you cannot even see. You didn't choose the exam result. You did not choose the circumstances. You did not choose to feel this alone. You can spend your energy resenting that, or you can do something else, something useful. Suffer now, and live the rest of your life as a champion. Not because suffering is the goal, but because what you build during the hard seasons becomes the foundation of who you are. That's exactly what this phase is about. Because here's the truth. If life is controlling you, you are losing. But the moment you take back even the smallest sliver of control, even just how you respond, you change the equation entirely. You cannot control what happened. You can't control what other people think. But you can control what you do next. And that's the only handle you've got. That's exactly what he did. Quietly, stubbornly, without anyone watching. He just kept moving. He didn't wait until he felt ready. He didn't wait for the loneliness to go away. He showed up every day, did what he could do, and refused to let the grey walls win. How badly beaten up by the world. How badly laughed at by surrounding people. How badly beaten up by a rain of disappointment. He didn't give up. He did not blame him for everything he got. Just embrace all the pain and go straight. And then something unexpected happened. He got a part-time job at a gas station. One day, new American staff came in. And somehow, in the middle of puppy dogs and stumbling through broken, half-formed English sentences, they connected. A real conversation, a real love, a real moment. They became friends, real friends. And when a friend invited him to Los Angeles, he said yes. Think about what that means for a second. A guy who couldn't leave his room ended up in LA. English didn't just give him a language, it gave him a door into a world. And I want you to imagine that for yourself right now. The people you haven't met yet, the lifelong friends, the connections that change everything. Maybe even a relationship you've only dared to dream about. What if they are on the other side of what you are doing right now? The difference between the version of you that stays small and the version that can go anywhere in the world. It's not a talent, it's not luck, it's not some special quality that certain people are born with. It's just whether you keep going when the tunnel is dark. One path keeps you here, in the same room, the same circle, the same life, quietly wishing things were different. The other person breaks you out into a world where you can connect with anyone, go anywhere, and build something you are genuinely proud of. Things are going to happen to you, even if you cannot see it. It's coming. It's literally on the verge of the day I say, I want to quit. Couple days later, I get a breakthrough, cause I didn't give up. Push through it. Push through it. Tragedy and trials are coming to everybody every day. Only strengths make you survive. I know. It's hard. Hold on. Never surrender. I need you to believe. Just believe. So keep going. Keep digging. Dig when you cannot see the end. Dig when it feels pointless. Dig even when the voice in your head says, it's not working. It's not my way. Shut them up. Dig, dig, and dig, and dig until you break through. Alright, now let me get personal. 4 years ago, after I finished studying in an English coaching program, I genuinely didn't know what to do next. COVID had just started lifting. I was a third-year university student who was suddenly expected to show up in person again after more than a year of living in a complete bubble. No in-person classes, no real social contact, just screens and silence. It sounds like it should have been a relief getting back to campus, being around people again. But honestly, it was terrifying. I'd forgotten how to be around people. I hadn't lost the ability to hold a conversation. But something has shifted. After so long alone, being in a crowd felt wrong somehow. Like watching a movie you don't belong in. I remember walking into a university entrance every morning, surrounded by hundreds of people, and feeling completely alone. Just like a grayness. Like all the color had slowly drained out of the world around me. The hallways were gray. My reflection in the train window looked gray. Why does nobody come to help me? Why does nobody come to communicate with me? Where is my English coach who were smiling for me? Where are my friends? I trust them. They smile at me and pretend like, oh, I help you anytime, behave like a hero. But in reality, all the people only think about their benefits. Nobody comes when I really need help. Even though they don't help me, they still pretend a hero with smile to other people and continue their fine-sounding talks. I couldn't forget it. I wanted to break everything in the world. How cold do you think I felt in my mind at that time? I felt like the world itself betrayed me. All the people I met, all the effort I made did nothing for me. I wondered how heartless people and this world are. This is exactly the disappointment I heard 4 years ago. But I had a dream. I wanted to study abroad. My English studies continued. Not because I felt inspired. Not because I had a great support system around me. Not because things were going well. Just because I kept showing up. One task at a time, one day at a time, maximum effort every single day. Even on the days when it felt like nothing was adding up, nothing was accumulating, nothing was changing. Despite those feelings, I did not stop learning English. However, this season gave me a present which only I could get. I think about everything which surrounds me, and here's what I've come to understand when no one was watching. When no one was helping, when there was no external validation of any kind, it forced me to think for myself, think about the world. It was a gift from my God. I couldn't outsource my opinions or my decisions to someone else's approval. It was just me and my thoughts and the question of what I actually believed, the clarity I developed during the period about what I actually want, about how I think, about how I make decisions under pressure. In other words, I could get philosophical and logical thinking at the same time. That's now one of the great assets, not just in English, in business, in life, in every room I walk into. That is why solitude isn't empty. It's just a time for you to analyze this world without others. I did eventually go abroad. I did get IELTS 6.5 as a result of 3 months focus session. I did find a world that felt like home in a way. Those grey Japanese university hallways never did. But I also know with total clarity where I do want to be. And I know that English is the key that opens those doors because I've done it. There's a version of my life where I still have never seen. There's a possibility of life. I can be anything. I can work everywhere. There's no limit in my life. There's no set form in my life. We are made of hot water, no rocks. We are free. I win everything I want. I do not want to be here. I want to be here. I do not want to be here. I want to be here. I do not want to be here. I want to be here. I want that new version for you. Not someday. Not eventually. Now, starting from where you are. It always seems impossible until it's done. The dream you were carrying right now, the one that feels impossibly far away, the one you were almost afraid to say out loud. It's not impossible, it just isn't done yet. If the silence feels suffocating, if you were sitting in a room by yourself and wondering if any of it is worth it, this is a gift. You could rapidly come to that point where others can't. This is your training ground. the person who comes from the other side of this period is not going to be the same person. They are going to be someone different, someone harder, clearer, more capable, and more themselves. The loneliness you are feeling right now is not a sign that you are failing. It's a sign that you are in the process of becoming. This is not a fail. This is just a character building day. Whether you let it consume you or use it as a fuel, that choice is yours. And it's the only choice that matters right now. Nothing is impossible. I think if you have watched this far, you are so enthusiastic person for being able to speak English. I believe there's already 80% of people who have dropped already. However, the fact that you are still watching this video indicates that you are serious about your English study. I don't want you to end up just by listening. Now, I would like to ask you honestly, how are you going to take that into tomorrow? Not in an abstract. What is your actual next step? How are you going to behave differently? If that question felt hard to answer, I want you to know that it's completely normal. Inspiring is easy, but taking action is not easy. Hearing a powerful story doesn't give you a roadmap. It just moved you emotionally, but it doesn't tell you what to do. You still have no idea what to do, where to start. That gap, that is why I put together what I call English Starter Pack. It's specifically designed for people who are exactly where you are right now, wanting to start strong and do not want to waste time figuring it out. Over 7 days, you will receive a step-by-step method for how to move actually forward, what to focus on, in what order, then how to build a kind of momentum when you study English. I've seen too many people who watch a video, feel energized, but after they go, they do nothing. I don't want you to be like that. There's absolutely nothing left. After you do that, you don't need more content to consume. You just need a clear path to work. The link to Starter Pack is description below. Please take the first step.